הפסטיבל הבינלאומי לתיאטרון ולסרטי בובות בחולון. גם לילדים וגם מבוגרים. 17 עד 26 ביולי. פרטים באתר המרכז לתיאטרון בובות חולון.
Yeah, Grit is a story about children and their experiences of war, and it follows the puppet Amy as she explores the job of her father, who was a war photographer, and through the photos and the images that he's taken and the experiences that he had, we delve into wars over the last 50 years and look at different scenarios and different stories of children in war.
Jerry asked him how many. 4,000 to 5,000 a month, he reckoned. He planted them everywhere, and when the Vietnamese came in, he did the same for them too.
So within the performance, I am a puppeteer, primarily. So puppeteer the lead character Amy, as well as a younger sort of similar style puppet Mo, who's a rod puppet. And I do some performance, but mainly object manipulation, moving around of things, so I do shadow puppetry, and in the final sequence I do a lot of moving about of objects, just boxes and paper. So it came about from myself and Ross, the director. We're doing a workshop in a school, and we saw these kids playing at war and having fun and pretending that they were being exploded and such. And then we just kind of took it from that. We were just interested in the difference between how it's portrayed here with young people and then how it may affect young people who are involved in it. So we just started researching into it, and then we decided that we wanted to look at it from each angle. So we looked at it from somebody who was at home, somebody who was involved in it, and somebody who had it thrust upon them.
Images 15 to 36. Young Ugandan boy, around 8. LRA. Composition notes. Aperture and shutter speed adjusted throughout. He couldn't sit still. Kept wanting to play with the camera. Active imagination. I should try and get his name.
So I'm kind of halfway between a puppeteer and an actor in the show. It's a real kind of mixed hodgepodge of a show, so we go through lots of different styles of object manipulation and puppetry, and kind of everything in between really. So it's a real mix of stuff, so that makes it quite nice as a role, because you get to kind of jumping around doing lots of different things. It kind of keeps you constantly on your feet, actually, which is really important because we've been doing this show since about 2012. So it's a sort of role that actually lets you find fresh things all the time, which is really exciting. Ooh, what do I find most exciting? I think actually some of the individual sort of sections of the show still strike a really nice kind of chord with me when I'm performing them. I think once you've done a show a kind of certain number of times, there can sometimes be a risk that it can become a bit stale and dull for you, and you have to kind of keep finding ways to reinvigorate it. But actually, a lot of the sections in the show keep me kind of singing, really. They keep kind of buzzing away at me and keep me kind of lifted and going. And sections like we have a kind of section of shadow puppetry in particular, it goes through a whole different bunch of little screens that we hang from a line. And that section always just kind of flows to me. It keeps me very excited. I find that a lot of fun.
הפסטיבל הבינלאומי לתיאטרון ולסרטי בובות בחולון. גם לילדים וגם מבוגרים. 17 עד 26 ביולי. פרטים באתר המרכז לתיאטרון בובות חולון.